on this episode of Inside the Blueprint. How to maintain a clean and welcoming workplace. Updates in the raw land space. The latest in building materials. Cutting tools. Plus lots more. Let's go Inside the Blueprint. A dirty office can have a direct effect on the health and productivity of employees. By hiring commercial cleaning experts, you receive a high-quality deep cleaning which creates a healthier work environment for employees and a clean space that customers will notice.
My name is Jesse Mouton. I'm the owner and founder of ABS Commercial Cleaning. My primary focus is on the growth and development of our sales operations and back office. I work hand in hand with each of our team members to help them accomplish both personal and company objectives. We began, like most other startups, with a vision and a company mission. I've always felt a close bond to the staff members that are performing the work inside of our buildings on a daily basis, and I wanted to find a better way to take care of them. I was confident that if I did this, that would translate to better quality and better retention rates. So we have made that our company mission to take care of our staff and focus on delivering benefits and higher wages to them. In the long run, that's translated to great relationships with our staff members and our clients, and an overall better customer experience. Our clients are very busy individuals. They handle a multitude of different responsibilities on a daily basis, and the last thing they want to worry about is cleaning inconsistencies. So we strive to provide consistent results on a daily basis and to be a direct extension of their team and make their job easier.
The commercial cleaning industry turnover rate is around 200%. ABS Commercial Cleaning's turnover rate is below 10%. This is due to their commitment to taking care of their employees.
Our company mission is to deliver a better customer experience through happy and satisfied employees. We accomplish this through higher wages, through benefits, opportunities for advancement, and a better company culture. We find great employees primarily through word of mouth and through networking. Most of our referrals come from other employees, their friends and family members, and they have heard great things about us, and as a result, they have an interest in working for us.
Workplace culture represents the personality of any organization. It's what makes a business special and is the sum of its values, traditions, beliefs, interactions, behaviors, and attitudes.
I'm Ryan Reed. I'm Vice President of ABS Commercial Cleaning. One of the best things that ABS does to provide good customer service is going to sound silly and it's something so simple, but we communicate with our customers. We answer our phones, we answer our emails, we answer our text, and we show up at your account. You'd be surprised many other companies do not do that. ABS is special to its employees because we're just trying to provide good jobs for good people. We pay our employees more than average other companies do. We treat them with dignity and respect. We take care of them, and in turn, they take care of us and our customers.
Creating a positive and healthy working environment is critical to employee retention. If employees don't feel valued, they're likely to leave. ABS Commercial Cleaning solves that through better wages, company benefits, and opportunities for advancement.
My name is Alex Rodriguez, and I am the Director of Operations for ABS Commercial Cleaning. My job entails of making sure there's a great customer experience and also checking in with my employees to make sure there's a healthy environment for them to work at. My first experience with ABS was actually starting as a day porter. Working very closely with the clean industry. I really knew nothing much about it, but once I got into it, it really motivated me to learn more about the industry because of the way they treated the employees. ABS does a good job, by making sure we pay our employees a higher wage, care for them, do benefits, when it comes to helping them out when it's needed. I really feel like we're family oriented,
Alex and I started working together about a year after ABS began. We've been in the trenches together when things were tough and we were just getting started, and he's been an integral part of our success here at ABS. This company's been blessed with amazing talent. There are many other success stories like Alex's, and we are always looking for opportunities to build more.
For more information about how ABS Commercial Cleaning can work for your business, visit their website at abscleaning.com. And of course, visit our website at insidetheblueprint.com. The land in Texas is special. Just ask the millions of recently settled residents and scores of out-of-state developers who seek their slice of the Texas dream. But in order to actually obtain raw land for construction purposes, an experienced team like the folks at Pohl Jensen is essential.
Pohl Jensen is a company I created 52 years ago in order to accommodate the real estate industry in a fashion that would benefit my family. The real estate industry has evolved dramatically over the last 52 years. When I started in business, it was uncomplicated. Many people owned land that was unimproved. Being unimproved, nothing was vertically built on it. But when you get millions of people here, then those people want quality of life. So in the last 52 years, we have an evolution in most towns of zoning categories going from 2 to about 80. So you have somewhat of a natural war between people who want to develop and people who want to create income for cities and want to become reelected.
It can take many years for raw land to be ready to sell on the market, but the upside of a sale can be significant at the end of the process.
The upside of selling raw land really relates to land use. When a rancher comes in and he has 350 acres and he says to me, Jennifer, what is my property worth? There is the value that relates to just the ranch, just it being a ranch and it used for that purpose. And then there is a change of use, a rezone. And that's where the real fun begins for us, and I think a real value our company adds to this industry. Before we tell clients anything, the first thing that we do is we sit down with them and really assess their education level in real estate in general. Does this client have any experience at all? Have they just bought this house? Did they inherit a farm? It is really fun to have clients come in that want to learn about real estate and are super blessed to learn from Bill. Pohl Jensen creates value in the marketplace because we have an understanding of history. That's a huge part of what we do. I have been very fortunate to, just through being around my dad and hearing the history of the hog farm, what Lakeline Mall was before, and the 4 different owners who owned it, and the HEB tract over on 183, I feel like we add a little bit of history that maybe not everybody or other firms can provide.
With offices in Europe, Pohl Jensen has a global reach that few in the Texas raw land business can compete with.
We have a high level of service because you would never close a transaction, because it's so complicated now. You would never close it unless you handle it from the day the person wants it to the day that it is closed. In a city, the people who determine whether something can be built or not through zoning and site development and other things are city councils, city planning commissions, and city staff. You must have a dialogue with those people to understand what they want and what they don't want. I love this industry because it is fun. With success, you can drive by it every day. It's not like something that's abstract or whatever. For instance, we are 2,000 feet from a mall right across the street. Well, we did that mall with Simon. It took 12 years to do, but every time I go home, I drive by that and just feels good.
He's really raised me independently since I was 12 and has led us with the best moral compass. My sisters, I'm super fortunate to work with them. We're very close. Our family's been close my whole life, and I grew up in our office.
Well, I have 6 kids, and you always want them to be in your business, but I learned early on with 5 daughters and a son that what you recommend will be discounted. You have to involve them on a level of just observation, and whatever they choose to do, you support it. I have 3 daughters that have joined my business. I'm so blessed that they chose to come to work here.
For more information about Pohl Jensen, visit their website, pohljensen.com, and visit our website, InsideTheBlueprint.com. While Texas is built on big dreams and deep passion, the ground beneath it isn't always forgiving. The clay-based earth found in the Lone Star State can cause issues for developers, builders, and homeowners alike. But in all that messy clay, Copeland Engineering has found a solution.
Copeland Engineering, real quick in a nutshell, is a structural engineering firm. We're part of a big machine. We are your hard-working, everyday, behind the scenes, doing that kind of hard school work and that hard administration work to keep the home building industry on track. These Texas clays are like the human body. They absorb moisture and they use them like calories in a way. They swell up and they get bigger. So we put these rafts, these slabs on top of these clays that have trees, that have all kinds of different foliage, all different types of things that affect the moisture content of the clay. And these clays take a few months, if not years, to respond to that environmental change like that. And so we are in that niche of taking the academics and what the trades do as a standard of practice for foundation design. We create that design for the builders. We really can handle large volume builders in Dallas, San Antonio, Houston, Austin. We also design custom homes.
Without a trusted trade partner like Copeland Engineering, most builders find it nearly impossible to navigate the emotional and technical world of foundation failure. How does Copeland Engineering provide that technical consulting at the highest level?
We keep it simple by starting with a simple solution. Our trades oftentimes know that simple solution. They've already employed it. We just need to get out there and get out of our own ways and help our client move forward. Since we do design residential foundations reinforced with post-tension tendons on expansive clay, it seems like most people just get in there with a one-and-done approach and look at it and just go, oh, we just need to lift the house. And that's not Copeland Engineering's approach to looking at and monitoring foundation performance in the long run for our clients.
Over the years, Copeland Engineering has built itself up to become a large volume builder go-to engineering firm. They view themselves as consultants for their clients who are there when they're needed most. How do they provide that kind of expertise and wise consulting guidance?
We in-house train our staff really 100% from entry-level drafter all the way up to even PEs. Potential customers could look at us for is to be their advocate through the construction and design process. We're going to provide the design that works. We're going to design to make sure that what we're providing the client is cost-effective, is as simple as possible, and we're going to convey our intentions in the most relatable manner that we possibly can.
How else does Copeland provide unprecedented service?
We perform over 60 plus inspections on our own projects, and a number of these each day are helping the builder team get through technical issues and solve these construction phase issues that keep them stopped. We hold our weight in our field is getting out there quickly. You don't have to wait weeks or months for a repair. We don't create superficial type of obstacles and hoops to jump through. We get out there quickly and make sure you keep moving along safely.
I've been in the industry since 1994, and I've been here a long time, but I'm not an engineer. So I kind of get to see it from a perspective from maybe what homeowners see it. I know that we're constantly trying to evolve to create practices that ensures that we do the right kind of engineering to make sure that we produce the right kind of foundation for homeowners and hopefully we're making the builders look good in the process. I want to see that our employees are here year after year, that we grow them and they're here to stay, that they like working here. I want to see our clients be with us. I want them to be happy to work with us, and I just want to create that sense of family.
For more information about Copeland Engineering, visit their website, copeland-eng.com, and visit our website, insidetheblueprint.com. The United States has more than 1 million miles of large-scale underground pipes transporting fluids, moving water, wastewater, oil, and gasoline. But what happens when there's a leak? Fixing those pipes is no easy task, and every day, many municipal employees and private contractors jeopardize their safety repairing them. Today on Inside the Blueprint, how Diamond Chain is protecting saw operators down in the trenches.
Fixing pipes for saw operators is dangerous in a few ways. The first is when those pipes are underground that require excavation, removing the material around the pipe so that they can be cut. The process of cutting conventionally has been done with circular blade cutoff saws. Operators have to maneuver the saw in awkward ways that can create unique hazards in that particular application, the primary hazard being kickback. The kickback hazard related to cutoff saws is one of the primary focuses of our engineering and design efforts. Our products are intended to mitigate that hazard. The abrasive chainsaw is safer because you can cut the pipe completely from one side, and you don't have to engage the kickback zone to make a complete and full cut, unlike the cutoff saw.
The state of Oregon is recognized as the birthplace of the modern chainsaw, and Oregon Tool has led the way with revolutionary cutting tools for 75 years.
At Oregon Tool, we are the leaders in precision cutting tools, but this didn't happen overnight. Our heritage story is one that most companies would love to have. It's a great American story. A little over 75 years ago, a man, a tinkerer, an intellectually curious logger named Joe Buford Cox was out clearing the forest after one of the great Tillamook forest fires of the 30s and 40s near Portland, Oregon. This was in 1945. Logging companies popped up in the forest after the fires went out to make it easier for forestry restoration. Joe was one of those loggers who went in to help clear the forest. You know, that day he observed several timber beetle larvae about the size of a little finger making great progress, cutting and ripping from side to side versus burrowing or scratching straight ahead. You know, chainsaw chain back then tended to have straighter teeth for burrowing through the wood, but were really slow and not very efficient. Curious Joe took the big larvae back to his Portland, Oregon basement for a closer inspection of how they cut wood so efficiently. So by observing these bugs that had C-shaped jaws under a magnifying glass, he designed, manufactured, and patented the chipper saw chain and started the Oregon Saw Chain Company in 1947. So from a basement in Portland, Oregon, revolutionizing the timber industry, to a multinational corporation with customers all over the world, it's fair to say that Oregon Saw Chain founder Joe Cox, inspired by nature, was a pioneer. Our why is simply to build on our legacy of precision cutting innovation so that pros can power through the toughest jobs.
But how has this company transformed the chainsaw industry forever?
Our chain development program has been ongoing for about 30 years. It was born from our experience in developing wood saw chain. The products we have developed include diamond chain for cutting concrete, stone, and brick materials, and more recently our power grit diamond chain for cutting pipe materials, specifically in trench applications. The kickback research that was conducted shows that a circular blade cutoff saw produces nearly twice as much kickback energy as a power grit chainsaw. The benefits of the power grit saw are the ability to cut from a single point of access, meaning to cut from one side of the pipe. That means less excavation, but also the ability to cut up to a 24-inch diameter pipe from one side. We've designed our power grit saw to have the smallest possible kickback zone, unlike the circular blade cutoff saw, which has a far larger kickback zone.
They understand the importance of investing in the right tools. That's why they design solutions that improve safety and control while cutting pipes.
The diamond coating that we use in power grit chain is unique in how it's applied to the cutter. As diamonds wear and fracture and pop out, the cutting loads are transferred to new diamonds. This allows the diamond coating to maintain performance through the entire life of the chain.
Unlike wood-cutting chainsaws, power grit chainsaws are designed to grind away material instead of chipping.
The difference between grinding and chipping when it comes to the cutting application, typically wood-cutting chainsaws form a chip as the chain is moving through the cut. For power grit, as the chain is moving through the material, it's actually grinding away small amounts of the material, but very fast and quickly over time.
Oregon Tool has created an undisputed reputation as the leader in cutting tools.
Our core values or guiding principles that will dictate behavior and be that unwavering guide for our organization, they are leading with humility. So we believe in inspiring, listening, learning, and rolling up our sleeves to get to work together. Our pioneering spirit, so really born from Joe Buford Cox, our heritage story, we have a deep-rooted desire to innovate and grow. Global stewardship, so we serve a higher purpose than the products we make and are devoted to positively impacting people, communities, and landscapes around the world. And finally, own it. So we are accountable for every action, so we do what we say we'll do. And so our values really share our story, and our story shares our values.
Their commitment to quality has earned them the title of the world's leading innovator of professional-grade precision cutting tools and equipment.
Made for smooth portability, efficiency, and agility, the Power Grit diamond chain is considered a jack of all trades. With its unique versatility, users can cut through ductile iron, cast iron, HDPE, PVC, AC pipe, vitrified clay, and the like.
We are certainly proud of where we've been and where we are, but we're even more excited about where we're going at Oregon Tool.
For more information on how to reduce the risks on your labor force with more efficient and versatile tools, visit icsdiamondtools.com. And of course, visit us at insidetheblueprint.com. The electrical construction industry is constantly evolving. That's why more than ever it's paramount to have the most highly trained and reliable workforce in the electrical construction industry.
With the new technologies that are coming out, we're getting into security, where you got motion and wireless and video feedback. We do 5G wiring. Every 5 years, opportunities out there for electrical contracting keeps continuing to change because of trying to keep up with technology.
The National Electric Contractors Association, or NECA for short, has been setting the standard for traditional and integrated electrical systems since the turn of the 20th century.
What NECA offers to the electrical construction industry is education. It's leadership. It's the labor relations with field forces, working with the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers. It's advocacy on Capitol Hill. It's the latest development of technology through our research.
NECA is made up of 118 individual chapters across the country, and in these chapters there's over 4,000 member contractors that are in this. They operate independently, but they're under the whole umbrella as NECA National.
The majority of NECA contractors are small businesses, and some have been in the same family for multiple generations.
Personally got into the electrical contractors business after I got out of college, joined the company. It is a family-owned business. We'll be 100 years old, and we started in 1922. We became a member of NECA in 1923.
The industry that we serve is for anyone, no matter where you're at, the ethnic background, educational background. There is a place for you in this industry.
You can find NECA contractors all over. NECA has contractors that do work from a small residential all the way up to power plants, to water treatment plants, sewer treatment plants, highway work, power line work, and even 5G infrastructure throughout the country. New technology makes our contractors be more efficient, safer, and competitive.
But technological advances are not the only thing that NECA is constantly investing in.
We have education platforms at all levels in our industry, starting at entry-level electrical worker to line worker, every aspect. We have joint training programs between ourselves and the IBEW that can take a person who doesn't know anything about the electrical industry and give them a wonderful career with an educational background that will help them be successful for their family. And then you move into the management ranks, and our contractors across America provide educational platforms. If a person wants to come and have a career, the cost of their career is almost zero.
With several programs and events, NECA strives for innovation in many different ways.
So let's talk about the pillars of innovation, the pillars of people, which I think is the most important aspect of any organization, is that when you are taking the time to understand and invest in your people, that is critical to all that we do. And then from there, it leads into a culture that exists. And when you talk about the culture, an engaging culture, that engaging culture says that we're not just sitting around in our desks, we're getting out, getting in the people and making sure we understand what our membership wants. And the awareness aspect of it is that we've got to be aware of our environment. From an innovation perspective, if you're aware of an environment, this allows you to be adaptable. This allows you to change when you need to change. And from a diversity, equity, inclusion, and belonging perspective, these pillars fit right into, because it shows that you care about what's going on. You're responding to those different things and elements in our society.
We here at NECA create the best people in all aspects of the industry. From leaders through our education and innovation programs to workers through our comprehensive training program.
For more information about how NECA is innovating the electrical industry, visit NECAnet.org. And of course, you can find us at InsideTheBlueprint.com. Thanks for watching Inside the Blueprint. For more information on any of the products you saw today, or to find out how to become part of the show, please visit InsideTheBlueprint.com.